Hello ladies, welcome again to my channel. My name is Tolu Falode. If you're new here, welcome. I'm here to make sure that you not only pick the right partner, but to help you prepare for marriage the godly way. So what are we discussing today? I'm going to be giving some amazing advice for single Christian women. So dating advice for the single Christian woman. I'm going to link a related video here that I know will be helpful to you to understand the differences between dating and courtship. Because when you're dating in a Christian context, it's actually called courtship. Courtship is intentional, purposeful, and full of clarity, and it has the presence of God in it. So let me dive into the tips I have for you today to help you while you're dating. Firstly, you need to know how God speaks to you. And why this is so important is because when you have a relationship with God, you're able to identify His voice for yourself. You're able to know when He's leading you into that relationship. You're able to take it to Him in prayer and to be able to discern. Those in the wife in waiting class know what I was talking about there. You're able to discern His intentions when it comes to this man's interest in you. So it's important to know the voice of the Lord. And obviously this means you have to build your relationship with Him, because only His sheep know His voice, as the word says. Secondly, I want you to take your time. Scripture says that do not awaken love until it's time. It's very important that you take your time. Don't rush too quickly and don't go too fast. Pay attention to the little details. Pay attention to the way this man talks to you. Pay attention to what he talks to you about. What are his interests? How does it align with yours and your purpose? These are all details that will speak a lot about where the relationship is headed and what to look out for when it comes to considering entering into a purposeful dating relationship with this person. Boundaries, and more boundaries. When you're dating, it's very important that you have, as a Christian woman, you have boundaries in place to be able to make sure you don't fall into premarital sex. You don't compromise your values. You don't compromise the purity walk that you have chosen to take on this journey, waiting for marriage to have sex. So what that means is, don't stay too late over at his place. Don't go to each other's places at all. Don't allow yourself to be found in intimate settings. Make sure that you're in open spaces where other people are around. Have a friend that will keep you accountable. These are just some ways to make sure that boundaries are exercised in the relationship, and also to make sure that you can understand this man's true intentions, because if he is truly a Christian in word and in deed, because faith without deeds is dead, it's important to understand that you should see the fruit of his belief in his actions. And this way, when you have boundaries in place, you are truly able to understand if this man is genuinely interested in you, or if he's genuinely interested in getting something from you, like sex. Let's move on to the next point. Here's another one for you. Do you have peace? Now, it's important to understand that God is not a God of confusion, and where there is light, there is no darkness. And what I mean by that is, we are not called to be in a relationship with those that are not of the faith. So what I want you to understand is, peace is a very present element of when you are in a relationship that God approves of. If your spirit is not at peace, then you need to pay attention to that. If you're more confused than you are clear, you need to pay attention to that. If you have no idea where this relationship is going or what his intentions are, I see the type of person that will call today and maybe not call for the next week or the next 3 days. You see the type of person that makes commitments that he cannot keep. That is all confusion. That is definitely not in God's will for you. So this is very important to apply as a Christian woman, because it will save you a lot of time from getting into a potential situationship, or getting into a situation where you feel used, where you feel confused, and where you feel like you are not getting a benefit of being treated with respect and love as you should be as a woman of faith that is valuable. I'm going to give you one more tip. Now, I want you to let this man reveal himself. Don't hold him to some picture you have in your head and be disappointed by his personality, because women, we do that a lot. I want you to pay attention to how he reveals himself to you. Take him to God in prayer. That is the first place you should go if you're interested in a man that is potentially wanting to pursue you, or shows any interest of, or any indication of wanting to take you out. Take him to God in prayer. Make God aware of the situation from your perspective, because he's already aware. Let him understand the fact that you want him to get involved. That way, you will be able to discern very quickly when this man is serious about you or not. Pay attention to if he leads you closer to God, if he helps you build your relationship with God, if he makes you feel more comfortable, or pay attention to the fact that this is a person that could potentially be your husband, but also could potentially be a counterfeit. And a counterfeit is what I describe as someone that looks like the original, but it actually is not. So you need to let this man reveal himself to you. So these are the tips that I have for you today. I'm sure they will help you. Let me know down in the comments any other dating advice you have for a single Christian woman. And if you want to learn more about my resources when it comes to dating God's way, and you want dating tips, then I encourage you to follow my Instagram at @FanDaFlame. Also check out my website www.tolufalode.com. Now, I also want you to subscribe if you haven't done so. Like, comment, share with a friend, and make sure to click that little bell as well so you're notified when I come up with a new video to share with you ladies and the gentlemen that follow this channel. Have a lovely day. Until next time. Bye.